I see the silhouettes just flickering throughout the air. I'm just another fucking piece of dust waiting there to be scooped out by these cold winds, like my old friends and they old
Okay. Hey yo, Kamusta, welcome back to another reaction video in our channel, my beautiful people. The track we're gonna take a look at today is by our boy ezmil. The name of the track is called HYPERTHERMIA. I know we're missing a few more tracks. Please go through the ezmil playlist. All my ezmil fanboys and fangirls just like myself, go through the ezmil playlist, tell me what I'm missing, let's cover it, and then I'll do a live stream of all his music from the beginning till the end so we can get the full picture. Okay. And like I said, the track is called HYPERTHERMIA. I don't know if you guys know what hyperthermia means. Hyperthermia is overheating of the body, like abnormal body temperatures. That's what hyperthermia means. It's overheating your body. It's the opposite of hypothermia, where your body gets super cold, right? So it's a play off of that. So let's see if the track says something along the lines of hyperthermia or hypothermia, whatever.
I see the silhouettes just flickering throughout the air. I'm just another fucking piece of dust waiting there to be scooped out by these cold winds, like my old friends and they old winds.
Okay. His brain, I'm telling you, his brain is weird, bro. His brain is actually weird. Okay, I need you to follow, right? I need you to follow me. I see the silhouettes just flickering throughout the air, right? So when you listen to this, what do you think? What are silhouettes? Silhouettes are literally like things that are out of focus, things that are like shadows, like a body filled with black color, or an object filled with black color. That's what a silhouette means. If you go look up the actual definition of silhouette, it's basically the actual definition is like it's an object filled with the dark color or black color, right? That's what a silhouette means. A silhouette, the word silhouette is used in places where, like, let's say I saw a silhouette, right? It's, if somebody watches me from behind this curtain, right, they'll only see a silhouette version of me. They won't see me, you know. And that silhouette version of me is like, it's like just an outline with like dark or black color in it. That's what they will see, right? So he's saying, I see the silhouettes just flickering throughout the air, right? Well, flickering is like going in and out, going in and out, going in and out. That's what flickering means. Like you see lights flickering, right? Off and on, off and on, off and on, off and on, right? So I see the silhouettes just flickering through the air.
I'm just another fucking piece of dust waiting.
This is why it gets interesting. I'm just another fucking piece of dust waiting there. See, if you're walking through like a windy street, a windy dusty street, so like the dust, because of the wind, just like it just flickers. The dust just flickers. You see, his brain, it's for him in his head, all of this is like connecting for him. That's how he's writing. So he's talking about silhouettes and then flickering makes him think of the dust. And then he says he's also another fucking piece of dust that's flickering through the air. But he's another fucking piece of dust just waiting there to be flickering, to be flickered because of the sun, because of the wind. So what I said, sun, because of the wind. Yeah, because of the wind. So he's just waiting there. That's what I'm saying. Do you not see the picture there? That's crazy. Like, that's actually crazy. Like, if you picture that, it's a simple picture, it's a simple image. It's literally sand blowing in the wind, you know. The way he's writing it, is like silhouettes flickering in the air, right? Because when sand, when wind meets sand, the sand just flickers in the air. And because he's using silhouettes as a synonym for people, you know, sand flickering through the air, silhouettes flickering in the air. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's, tell me he's not a genius, bro. Tell me he's not a genius. How can you sit there and like listen to this and be like, oh, it's basic? How? I don't even understand how people can call him, say that he's not good. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand it. And it's only like 3 lines or 4 lines. Like, my old friends took me all in. It's comparing his old friends to cold winds. Cold winds don't blow all the time, you know. It only blows like in the winter season, or it's rare, right? That's what cold winds means, right? It's also very chilly, right? Hyperthermia is overheating. Hypothermia is, you know, cooling off. Like, it's like being extremely cold. Cold winds don't really like happen all the time, so you don't meet friends often, good friends often, right? So cold winds, like my old friends took me all in. Also, the wind taking the sand in and pushing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of it connects, all of it.
Yeah, I'm going nowhere.
And that's of course he would do that. So his friends came and took him in, and they're taking him with them, right? And also he's saying, I'm going nowhere. It says the opposite. This is another thing that Easy does. He says one thing, and then he goes off to something that's the complete opposite. Like, I've said this. Go look at all the videos. I've said this. He does this. He does it on purpose. I think his brain actually works like that. When he writes, he's just flowing, and then he does the opposite, and then he flows from there, and then he does the opposite, and then flows from there. So it's like his rhyme schemes, they're like huge chunks of puzzles that connects to the entire picture. Like, it's that's a weird, that's why I love him, bro. He messes with my brain.
Yeah, I'm going nowhere. I strive hard to somehow reach all the expectation, but it all just
I'm going nowhere, strive all to exceed all the expectation. Okay. Shattered and ruination. Okay, wind blows, sand goes, and then it's just shattered everywhere. He's also he said he's also a piece of dust because he's shattered everywhere. He's not getting nowhere. He's saying, I'm not going nowhere, but I still straight to reach my destination. But it all ends up shattered with and with ruination. Bruh, just, if you want to get like the depth of this song, you have to have this picture in your head, like, or this visual going on in your head for you to get it. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Just, you have to. Like, anybody who says this guy is not a genius is an idiot. I am sorry. Like, you're just an idiot.
all the expectation, but it all just ends up shattered and with ruination. But I have yet to see the path that I haven't taken.
Okay.
So let me take this trip to peace until my soul awakens.
Okay.
I'm not a normal person.
Also, soul, silhouette, dark, you know, object filled with dark matter. Soul is something that's within your body. Come on, bro.
So let me take this trip to peace until my soul awakens. I'm not a normal person. In fact, nobody is. We're all just pieces of pigments stripped off the bigger picture. This winter cold will hit you. It'll hit you till you frozen.
Okay.
I'm not a normal.
Okay, that's why he called it hyperthermia, just to be the opposite. Because I'm not a normal person. In fact, nobody is. Names the track hyperthermia, which is overeating, and then talks about the cold will hit you in the chorus. You know, until you're frozen, because being frozen is not hyperthermia, it's hypothermia. I'm telling you, bro, everything that he does has a purpose to it. Everything he does has a purpose to it. If you don't see it, it's purely because you don't know what he's talking about. That's it. I don't know. It might sound rude, but what can I say? Like, he's a genius. Like, he's literally a genius, bro. And I'm not gassing him. I am not gassing him. That's what he does. Go back and check the reactions. I keep telling you, there's patterns to stuff that he does. Like he says one thing and does the opposite, and then he says the opposite the next time and then flips it back again. Like that's how he does it. I've never heard anybody do shit like this.
I'm not a normal person, in fact nobody is. We're all just pieces of pigments stripped off the big picture.
Also pigment is color, right? Pigments is color, and I told you, like silhouettes is like an object filled with black color. We're all just what did he say? Something pigments, just pieces and pigments. He also said he was a piece of dust. And the bro, like, come on, bro.
Pieces of pigment stripped off the big picture. This winter cold will get you, it'll hit you till you frozen. I'm not even mentally present to contemplate what I have in mind, cause it's a time.
Bro, come on. To contemplate, that is to think about something. You have to be mentally present. I'm not even mentally present to contemplate what I have in mind. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm not even mentally present to contemplate what I have in mind, cause it's a time I be getting with it, hitting with the beaten melody that I set up for infinity to be played with no shade. There'll never be a masquerade of presencing emotions that I set up for infinity to be played with no. It'll hit you till you frozen. I'm not even mentally present to contemplate what I have in mind, cause it's a time I be getting with it, hitting with the beaten melody that I set up for infinity to be played with.
I feel like I missed something very important in there.
Frozen. I'm not even mentally present to contemplate what I have in mind, cause it's a time.
Mentally present to contemplate what I have in mind, because it's the same mind. Contemplate.
I be getting with it, hitting with the beat.
I'll be getting with the beat and melody.
Melody that I set up for infinity.
Getting with the time that I set up for infinity. I mean, obviously the infinity connects with the time. You know, infinite is basically endless amount of time. And he set up the beat and melody to be played, you know, that he set up for infinity. I think he's probably talking about his musical career, or his music will be timeless, is what he's trying to say. I feel like I'm missing something though in there.
With no shade,
okay, but that one, the with no shade, I'll never be a masquerade. That one, with no shade, is basically, you know, when he said he was a piece of dust, but then he called everybody a silhouette. Silhouette is basically like a shade of a person. I'll never be a shade. I'll never be a masquerade. Masquerade is like pretending to be something. Also, I'll never be a shade. You get it. He's not gonna copy somebody or whatever. Probably will take inspiration from them, but he wouldn't copy somebody. He will not be a shade. He will not be. He will not just remain a pigment or a piece of dust or a silhouette in somebody else's story. He's gonna write his own story. Is how you can interpret it as well. And I'll never be a shade. I'll never be a masquerade. I won't pretend to be something, and I'm not to make it in this business, make it in this industry, because, you know, he's trying to set up his beat and melody to infinity. So he wants his music to be timeless. He wants his artistry to be timeless. So if he wants it to be timeless, he can never be a shade. He cannot be a shade, you know, or under somebody. He cannot pretend to be somebody else to make it there. You know, or to have the potential to at least make it there. So I get that.
Never be a masquerade of presencing emotions that are begging to burst out. Just let them shout and scream, homie, don't suppress that shit, never ever. Cause the ability to search through your soul is a blessing given by the universe alone on its own. Yeah,
okay.
I keep myself calm as I watch the world fade, even if it ain't that simple. To keep being humble with people who got that attitude of shade. They're the kind of individuals that you encounter as obstacles in the life you made.
Nah, so see, no, he's talking about I was thinking why I was not getting something about the pigments. Why would he say pigments? You know, we're just like pieces and pigments, right? And he's talking about, because he said pigments, he's talking about the different shades of people, the shade of humility, but he also says he's not going to be a shade, he's not going to be a masquerade. So and then he connects that back to the place where he said, I'm not a normal person, in fact nobody is. So you get what I'm saying? Like everything that he says, everything that he pieces up, right, it connects somewhere. Somewhere it connects. It's difficult. If I don't blame people for not understanding it, bro, but to blatantly say that he's not a genius, like if he's not a good artist, is like is I can't even process because look at this, listen to it.
The ability to search through your soul is a blessing given by the universe alone on its own. Yeah, I keep myself calm as I watch the world fade, even if it ain't that simple to keep being humble with people who got that attitude of shade. They're the kind of individuals that you encounter as obstacles in the life you made. It may feel like you're trying to fight back, but they just hold you with a certain tightness that makes it seem like it's sightless to look for that only brightness that washes away the darkness and locks it away. Even if it's just for a day. I'm not a normal person, in fact nobody.
So he's talking about instant gratification. Like people are only looking for things that give you instant gratification, light in the dark. People are only looking for the light that washes away the darkness, even if it's just for a moment. They're not thinking about the bigger picture. They're not looking at the bigger picture. Because I don't offer instant gratification. I offer timeless music, you know, and that could be synonymous with his music career, synonymous with who he is as a person. So it could be synonymous to, you know, the whole concept of with like all of us are just pieces and pigments in the bigger picture, just being stripped away, right? And and he's saying like and then he says the contrast of it. We're not all just normal people. In fact, nobody is. I'm not a normal person. Nobody is, right? It's the compare and contrast. He doesn't do the compare. He does the contrast. He does the contrast of everything that he says, and he makes it connect. That's the beautiful part about it. He does the contrast and makes it connect.
Person, in fact, nobody is. We're all just pieces of pigments stripped off the bigger picture. This winter, cold will hit you. It'll hit you till you frozen. I'm not a normal person. In fact, nobody is. We're all just pieces of pigments stripped off the bigger picture. This winter, cold will hit you. It'll hit you till you frozen. I'm not a normal person, in fact nobody is. We're all just pieces of pigments stripped off the bigger picture. This winter cold will get you, it'll hit you till you frozen. I'm not a normal person, in fact nobody is. We're all just pieces of pigments stripped off the bigger picture. This winter cold will get you, it'll hit you till you frozen.
Okay. Is there more? Okay. All right, so it just ends with the okay. I feel like if I go back and replay this and I listen to it some more, right? Some more times, I think I'll be able to even like just break it out even more, you know, because I feel like there's so many layers in there that I could have missed. I don't know if I missed, but I feel like I could have missed, right? And the whole, it's, you gotta look at him. You gotta look at his writing style, how his music is, how his artistry is. You have to look at it for you to understand what type of a musician he is, what type of an artist he is, right? Like, his pen game is so strong, even with the simple things that he writes. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm always almost blown away by his pen game. Like, okay, let's talk about sonically. Let's talk about sonically. Is this a great song? No, it's just not. Right? Will I go back and listen to it a bunch of times? Absolutely, I will, because I love the messaging of any song. Like, I love lyrics. Lyrics is important, right? And for somebody who's a hip hop head, this is like this has a lot of replay value. If you're not a hip hop head, it probably doesn't have a lot of replay value, right? Is it a banger? No, it's not. But it's one of those tracks that you can sit back and like contemplate in your mind, you know, that helps you, you know, that keeps you sharp, that keeps you think about things that can enlighten you. Funny that I'm saying these things because he said it is a blessing to be able to soul search from the universe, you know. He said all that. He said all that. So like for me to reiterate that, you know, when I'm trying to explain what type of track it is, it's crazy in itself. But I don't know, man. I enjoy this song. This has a lot of replay value to me. I don't know if you guys enjoyed it. I don't know if you celebrated this track like it should have been celebrated, right? But you need to tell me, what did you think about this track? How did it make you feel when you first heard it? What did you think about my reaction to this song? All right, keep suggesting ezmil tracks that we have not covered yet, and I will continue to do it. Please join our Discord. Please follow me on other social media platforms. Please share our content with your friends and family. Turn on notifications, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in a little bit with another video.